student athletes get here, we'll have questions just for those two, Jake and Lucas. Greg?
Just a really good win for us. Obviously, coming in as the #2 seed, you're going to get a team that played the night before, and we're excited about it. We knew we were going to get a tough team, and really commend Coach Mosier and his young guys there. They competed like crazy. They did last night. They overcame some tough stuff down the end and just really made the plays to win a tough game, and they fought us to the very end today. We knew they were going to. We had 2 tough games with them during the year. Look over, and I got Jake coming up here, and obviously you get a look in his eye and the way he got off the gates, but it really makes me smile to have Lucas Idle coming up. We've all been struggling shooting the basket, you too. We've all been struggling shooting the basketball a little bit, and I get on Lucas for passing up open shots. He didn't pass them up tonight, and he was a huge lift for us, and he did some great things on the defensive end as well. So a lot of good contributions and a really good team win.
All right, these questions for just the 2 student athletes. Since they are settled in, we're going to start right over here with Todd. Somebody? There you go.
Jake, Greg Joe was announcing you guys set a record in the first half. Loyola only had 4 field goals in the first half. Greg had a big grin on his face when he heard that. What's your reaction to that and kind of getting back to your defensive personality again?
We're ready. We went at each other at practice. We mentioned that yesterday. But we're ready to go. We have one goal in mind, and that's to win this thing. And it takes each 4 minutes of every game, and that's what we focused on. We kind of broke the game down a little bit more. We did that more my freshman year when we won the tournament. We were focusing really a lot on 4 minutes at a time, and we were able to do that today. So we were focused on each stop, and we were able to do that. So it's nice. It's nice to be able to get some stops on the defensive end.
Straight back.
For Lucas and Jake, offensively you hit some shots, but defense was strong today. How did it feel to have a complete game, maybe your most complete game in quite some time?
It's really nice. We've been focusing on playing 40 minutes all season. We hit a rut at the end of the season, and we feel like we're there, though. Momentum's coming our way. It's a good game for us to get going, and we're looking forward for the game tomorrow. See who we play after this.
I would say it's just kind of a sign, because that's been our goal for the last, few weeks. We got to get better and better and better, and we got to be the best team we can be heading into St. Louis. And so it feels good that we could all, stay on one page. And I think one big thing for us tonight was our excitement and our enthusiasm. I don't know if you noticed, but every time we hit a shot, the bench was jumping up and down, and that's what we need. And so it feels good to put one together.
Lucas, you hear a lot about offense feeding defense. Was this a game where it went the other way around, where your defense fed your offense, kind of came together in the second half for you guys?
Yeah, and that's the kind of team we're going to need to be if we want to be successful and we want to win 3 games in 3 days. We have to be a defensive-minded team first, but, sometimes our offense gets going and based on our defense. And so holding to 4 field goals in the first half was huge for us. I think when we start getting stops and start getting out of transition, it really benefits us.
Stay here, please.
Jake, you got a bit of a head of steam there about maybe the 8-minute mark of the first half to kind of get the team a gap that it had at halftime. Can you talk about your mentality at that point?
Yeah, I saw one go down. I just got that feeling, It was nice. The guys were looking for me. They kicked out a couple shots. I think I hit 2 threes, and I was wide open on those from good rotations from our teammates. But yeah, I got it flowing, and it felt good. Some shots went down, and I just wanted to be aggressive when they were going down and keep putting it at them.
Anything else for the student athletes of Indiana State? Okay, gentlemen, very good. We'll
See you
dismiss
tomorrow.
you. Not you. The student athletes can go.
Coach.
What game go on? Good job, fellas.
We're gonna,
Yeah, you did.
we're going to stay with Coach Lansing for a little longer. There's more questions for him. Then we'll start right there in the aisle and come back here to Todd.
I can hear you. You just want to talk. I can hear you.
Coach, I just want you to talk a little bit about, you talked about Idle's play. Devontae Brown, I thought, had a really good game. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Really did. Lucas is, that's a hard position to come in. It really is, and I understand it because I had to do it myself some in college, to come in and everybody expects you to make a shot, and when you don't, you get jerked right back out. And I thought Lucas tonight, with a big thing why he stayed in there is because he was doing good things defensively for us. And then when you see one go in, that really helps. And to get to the free throw line, just really happy for him. Terrific kid, and you can tell how good of a teammate he is. And they've all been that. They've rallied around each other. Devontae is tough. He's tough on top of tough. And he can take. I'm pretty hard on him. He can take it. People don't guard him because they don't think he can shoot, and he still gets his feet to the paint and makes plays. And now he's learning a little bit how to feed off when people don't guard him. He's our best defender, and when he's over there with us with 2 fouls, we have to kind of change a little bit of how we play, because he can usually be in there and really kind of just lock in on one guy, one of their best players, and we don't have to worry about it as much. So him and Dewan getting in foul trouble in the first half really hurt us, but Devontae's terrific, and his next 2 years being leader for one of the leaders for this team, he's going to be even better.
Straight back.
Coach, you challenge Justin all the time. How much did you enjoy seeing the aggressiveness he played with tonight?
He was terrific. I love it. I really do. And Justin is a really good player, and when he's good, we're pretty darn good. And the guys love it too. They feed off him. We're going to him, getting putbacks and doing those types of things. He's talented. He could do just about everything. And Justin's played beat up all year. He's played beat up all year. We got a little bit. We were going shorter, but we were going harder, and I really kind of saw something in him these past few practices, about a week of practices. His competitiveness really, he knows he wasn't playing good, and he wants to play better and not let his teammates down. So we had a little Wabash Valley crew there, those threesome really picking us up, so that's nice.
Greg, you want this team to have a defensive personality. It's one thing to say it, it's another thing to do it. Team did it today. Just talk about that, and also talk specifically about the defense on Milton Doyle, who never really got his scoring going today. Yeah,
you just have to fight a catch on Milton. Manny was terrific. Manny does not get credit for how well he defends. He was really good defensively. And with Milt, you just try to make it hard for him to get it, and then really try to keep him in front of you and hope he misses. He's so good. And look at what he did last night, and just a heroic effort. And he's going to be something to deal with for the next 3 years, and we've always been like that, Todd. We want that because that to win championships, a lot comes at the defensive end, and I like the ball going in. I like great offense as much as anybody, but in this conference, as well as everybody's prepared, you're going to have to guard and make it tough on other people, and we've done it a lot. But we've given up too many easy ones, even when we were pretty good. So the focus today and last couple of days and tonight was nothing easy. Let's not give them an easy one. If they're going to score it, they're going to have to score against a good defense.
On the platform back there.
Yeah, Greg, they said it couldn't be done, but you ended practice early yesterday because you felt so good about your team. What was it that you saw in your bunch that just kind of to yourself just said, I know we're ready?
You end it sometimes by kicking them out of there because you're not very happy with them. I've never done that to this team. I probably should have a few times throughout this year, but the practices before we got down here were really good and really spirited and going after each other. And then we came over here and had a half hour here, and it was as sharp as a half hour. We just did shooting, but all the individual stuff that we did, the guys were locked into it, high energy, and we went over across the way, and for about 15, 20 minutes. For one, the floor was a little slick, so the head coach was a little worried about it, but they were going after each other so hard, I just said, we're done. We're ready. And they were. I knew they were. I knew they would be.
Greg, as part of that, this team does seem to be embracing its number 2 seed and all that comes with that, the responsibility of winning these games. Can you talk about their mental attitude as well as their maybe it translates to the practice floor in that case, but in general, they seem to be embracing this opportunity for them.
Yeah, and even though we lost 3 coming in here, this group throughout's been a hard-working group. They've been a good group to be around and a pretty hard-working practice group, and for a lot of reasons, maybe they get tired of hearing me. We did get secured at that 2 seed, so we might have just not been competing as hard as we needed to, and when you don't do that, you're going to lose. but it's, you know, towards the end of the year, you got a veteran group. You got a guy like Jake Odom, Manny Arob, DeJuan Cummings, and Lucas Idle. You got 4 seniors like that are unselfish and work and compete and want to keep playing. And to tell you the truth, they feel they're as good as anyone. We beat a good team tonight. We know we're going to face a really good one tomorrow. And hopefully, if we play like that, we compete like that, we'll have a chance tomorrow.
Yeah, stay right here.
Going to make a habit out of being 45 minutes before the game?
No comment. Yeah, that's true. You know, now we can probably do it. And I was livid before the game because miscommunication, we'll say, and we thought we couldn't get on there until 30 minutes before the floor. And as we walked in there, I was so mad, and Lou said, "Don't let the team see you mad." So I just kind of I walked out of there a little bit and just told them to get ready. But yeah, we'd have liked to be Odom, because I know how Odom is. Odom's got to have his routine before a game, and he looked at me when we walked in there like, they're out there shooting and I can't be out there shooting. So thank God we won. Let's just put it that way.
Anything else for Greg Lansing? Now you can go.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, making a date. Thank you, Jones. Extended opening comment about the game, and then when the student athletes get here, we'll open up questions for them. Porter, please.
You know, we didn't play well enough to win, that's for sure. And I give Indiana State a lot of credit. Defensively, I thought they were very physical. They did a great job on our guards. And we just didn't play well enough to win, you know, shooting the ball. I thought Odom made a ton of big plays. I felt at the halftime, being down 4, shooting the way we shot it, 4 for 22. We had 1 assist, 6 turnovers. You know, with those stats, you'd think you were down 20. And we were within striking distance, and Milt was on the bench. And I think they came out and they did they hit us right in the mouth, you know, proverbially right out of the gate, and got the lead to 10, and then never looked back. And you know, we had a stretch where we missed, I think, 4 layups in a row, and just couldn't get anything going offensively. And it's a credit to them. I thought they played very physical defense.
I'm going to open it up for questions. We'll start here on the right and then go to the center. Go ahead, please.
Coach, did you feel like during that stretch where you guys missed a bunch of layups in a row, do you think that maybe just around that midway point in the second half, maybe the legs just you guys got tired maybe after playing last night and they had the advantage of having the bye?
No, I don't think fatigue was part of that. I don't, and I'm not going to let them say it's a part of that either. You know, tournament settings. It's only day 2, so no. I thought they were well rested, and they just didn't go down. I thought we got, I think there was a definite stretch. It was like 4 in a row. I think Kiki had one, then Milt had one. It was like 4 right there in a row, and I don't think it was fatigue. I think we just missed them.
We're going to open up questions for all 3 individuals here for the Loyola Ramblers. So if anything you want to say or ask these 3, go right ahead. Go.
Coach, that is well in the first half in particular yesterday, it seemed like everything was falling, and then today nothing falls. Is that just one of those things, or were there things specifically you guys weren't doing?
Well, like I said, I told our guys at halftime, there's times where you're not going to make shots, and I thought for the most part we hung in there. Rebounded the ball well. We had a distinct rebound advantage after the first half. For Milton to be on the bench for about 14, 15 minutes, for us to shoot 4 for 22, have 1 assist, 6 turnovers, to be within 4, I thought we survived. We survived the first half, and I don't think their attitudes. Sometimes throughout this year, our offense has dictated our defense. If we weren't making shots, we'd hang our lip. Milt wasn't making shots in the second half. He still had 6 assists, no turnovers. I thought he was playing hard D. So I like that part of it, that our offense didn't dictate our defense tonight. We just didn't. We didn't hit shots. We missed a number of shots.
Porter, could you kind of evaluate, assess the first year going through the Missouri Valley and what you kind of do from here on out to, to get ready for next year where you take the program?
Well, I told the guys just in the locker room, there was points this year where, they just haven't been on this kind of stage before. And with this league, and then coming to a tournament like this, and this has to motivate us in the off season. Our goal is not to be playing on Thursday night, win 1 game. We want to be playing on Sunday, and this has got to use us. Now we went through it, and now they got a feel. They got a visualization of what this league's about, what this road's about. It's a great league. I told you. I played in it, coached in it, and now the guys, you can never say they haven't been through it, and that's got to motivate them in the off season. They got to come together. We got to have a great off season. We got to get better in all areas. And I think we got a lot of things. The Valley motivated us this year, and I think it's nothing but optimism. It's nothing but I really believe this league gives Loyola a chance to have a higher ceiling, and it's our opportunity in the summertime and the spring to get after it and get better, because this league is a league of development. It's always been a league of 5th-year seniors, 4-year guys to get better, and that's what we got to be.
All right.
For CT or Matt, just now that you guys have that taste of this tournament now and the taste of this league, just with so many guys coming back for next year, just what's the vibe like? Right now the loss obviously stings, but do you guys feel optimistic about what's going to come next year?
Christian first, then Matt.
Oh, definitely feeling optimistic. This is our first time in this type of event, like Coach said. So now that we see what it's all about, what it's going to take to ultimately be playing on Sunday.
Yeah, like you said, we got a little taste of it last night. It felt great to get that win. We hope to bet on that on the off season. So.
Christian and Matt, what were your impressions your first run through the Valley, and where do you see the players needing to get better over the off season?
Matt, you're first this time.
Obviously it's a tough league. Everyone plays great defense, which is what it's known for, I guess. But we just got to get stronger, especially, I guess, personally, I got to get stronger. What do you think, CT?
That's why he's an academic all-star. He recognizes things like that.
Yeah.
Similar to what Matt said, we definitely need to get stronger in the offseason. I think the Horizon League wasn't as physical as Missouri Valley was, and just because this was our first year in the league, we had no way of really gauging that ourselves. I think now we got a first-hand experience of what it's like, and we also see what we need to do.
Anything else for the Ramblers of Loyola? All right, gentlemen, thank you very much for your time.